It's Madden NFL 24. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Coming up next.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, a two-year starter at Ohio State, and second overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Stroud looking to throw. Man open left side is Brown. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Texans.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second and a couple. Singletary again. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Delson in motion. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes A running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Down at the 26. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. That's the end of the first.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. Now 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Here's Stroud. Evades him at the 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Stroud now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Pierce, touchdown, Houston. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was Damian Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And his task in this situation is making sure this team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the 2nd quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
Brought down in the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Now Burrow on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
To the air again, Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this one to Boyd. And Boyd going to pick up a Bengals first down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. That's caught one more time by Boyd. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Second down and 4. Again, it's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Texans first down.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's showtime, baby.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Burrow will throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On second down, Burrow into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time Gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Stroud. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And Stroud now to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. A give, Singletary right side. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. This one left side caught by Collins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a 1-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. 1-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 2nd and 7. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They're passing here. Joe Burrow working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Stroud to throw it. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They run here with Singletary, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Singletary will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Yeah, really a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll run for it with Pierce. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn.
Dusty in here.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Play some defense out there,
To Inigo Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.